good morning, everybody. It is backlash Sunday. And honestly, I didn't think that this pay per view or whatever you want to call it would produce like it did. So let's break this down. They started off with the women's matches first. They have Bianca Belair versus Io Sky. Io dominated Bianca Belair, and honestly, I think that the crowd was more for Io Sky than Bianca Belair. So my question to you guys is: Bianca Belair going to turn heel? I wonder. But I don't think so because they have a Champions thing in Saudi Arabia. Where I think WWE might go Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley. What if they do that? I think, let's get Bianca Belair and Io Sky's match out the way, man. It was really good. I thought, I knew this was going to be a lot more entertaining match than Rhea Ripley versus Selena Vega. But Io Sky brought it for I would say about 5 minutes of that match. She was owning Bianca Belair. Now, a lot of people, especially the pre-show, they said that Bianca Belair was being a little bit too cocky with stating that, she was the longest reigning women's champion of the millennium. Well, she is, that's a historical fact, so I don't think she was being cocky. She was just stating facts. And, give her flowers. It was a good match. It was a good technical match, wrestling match. It was a really good match. Then Rhea Ripley and Selena Vega came, and it was a lot of emotions. My hats go off to Selena Vega. She did put up a fight more than I thought, but I think Rhea Ripley has a lot more to lose. Not only the belt, but people that are comparing her to my favorite women's wrestler, besides Charlotte Flair, is China. I mean, I love China so much. I named my dog after her. Yeah, I sure did. And to have that kind of pressure on you, Rhea Ripley really didn't dominate like China would have. And she's got to bring that every single match. Oh, she didn't dominate. China would have dominated. She's being compared to an enigma, so to speak. And Selena Vega, she showed true colors. I give her props, man. That was a good match also. You know, I think Rhea Ripley had a lot to lose. Like I said, not only the belt, but who she's being compared to every single game. She's got to dominate. So I think the Bianca Belair is the only one that can beat Rhea Ripley. Domination. That's what Bianca Belair is. She dominates. She does power moves. She does, power moves. And I don't think Rhea Ripley could get one up on her on that. Now, if they do champion versus champion, I don't think they'll, do the Roman Reigns thing, but I would love to see that match. So Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, I know I'm a small podcast. Not really a podcast, it's just me, but whatever. That would be a good match. Up next, they had Seth Rollins versus Omos. I thought it was gonna be. I think this was a very disrespectful match to Seth Rollins, and he should be pissed off. Why is he getting matches like this? I have to admit, the Logan Paul match was beyond my thought of what it would be. But this Omos, like, come on now. But maybe they're saving him for the world champion belt, which is understandable. But Seth Rollins needs some hardware, you know, on his waist. And I was a Seth Rollins fan before all this other stuff. You know, some reason I like heels more than I like babyface. I don't know why. Then you had, I think, Theory versus Lashley versus Bronson Reed. And Lashley got screwed out of that one. But I didn't. This is where I fell asleep, and I didn't even really watch that match. But I watched the Bloodline versus Kevin, Sammy, and Ridley, and I think the Bloodline are just setting people up. I don't think there's any type of animosity between the brothers, but we'll see how this story goes. And that'd be a great match to see Roman Reigns against Jey Uso. I would love to see that. But if they don't do that match, I'm telling you, they need to go back to the Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns storyline. And I want to give myself a shout out. Please like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, which is Girls Advice of Fantasy Football, and on TikTok, which is Bet Fantasy Football. Quick plug in there. My guy Theory won. I got him all. I had him circled. I wanted Brock Lesnar to win, but we're going to get to that. Next one up is Bad Bunny versus Damon Priest. Let me tell you something. Logan Paul and Bad Bunny, they bring it to these matches. They're not like Snoop, that fake ass Snoop Dogg punch to Shane McMahon at WrestleMania. First of all, you guys need to stop doing that. You could do that in the '90s and probably get away with it, but not now. We want people like Logan Paul and Bad Bunny. They brought it, and Bad Bunny brought out Carlito and Vega, and just a lot of surprises. And Bad Bunny won. Bad Bunny freaking won. The Bloodline won against Matt Riddle, Kevin, and Sami Zayn. Again, I don't think that storyline between the Family Feud is going to go anywhere. It came close. I thought Solo Sakai was going to just put his thumb right through Jey Uso's chest, but he didn't. But last but not least, man, let's talk about this Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar. You can see when Brock split his head, it was going to be over within 4 to 5 minutes. But I'm telling you guys, look at that match again. Lesnar did not have his shoulders down. And I know from seeing past videos of Lesnar being WWE and throwing his belt at Vince McMahon, he was not happy. And what I love about Brock Lesnar, when he's angry like this, you got to give the man credit. He puts on great matches. He might not be a Monday, Friday night type of guy. And, he's there all the time with matches all the time. But for these big pay-per-views, he brings it. You got to give him that credit. I followed Lesnar since he was wrestling for Wisconsin University. He brings it to the important matches. He is a big moneymaker. And I think the Beast is not happy. And he needs to call out, golly, if he could call out the ownership of WWE, that match, like Stone Cold used to always do, that'd be priceless. But the one I want to see go against the Machine is Seth freaking Rollins. Seth Rollins should not be happy. He got the win, and he did dominate. What he do? Like two curb stomps? Was it two or three curb stomps on Omos? But Seth, I know this is a small channel. Seth, go after the machine. Call him out. Like, well, Kevin Owens did, but it didn't really go far. But he's not. He is on. I want to see Seth versus Roman Reigns so bad I can taste it. I swear, if they have another Cody Rhodes, which I heard from other podcasts, they were going to do another Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns for WrestleMania. That's not the ticket, man. Seth freaking Rollins. Book it, please. What is coming? Is it Crown Jewel that they do in Saudi Arabia that's coming up? I think so. But let's see. Seth run, Cody Rhodes run, Bad Bunny run, Rhea Ripley won, Bianca Belair won, Austin Theory won, and the Bloodline won. It was Backlash was really good. I didn't think it had pulled this much power, but it's up there. It was a pretty good. It was a pretty good card all the way through. So let's keep it going. Let's not do a debacle like y'all that had WrestleMania, one of the best WrestleMania I've seen in the past 5 years, and then have a dumpster dive for a Monday Night Raw. Let's keep this motivation going to Monday Night Raw, and let's get it, y'all. Peace.